Okay, thank you.
Yes, okay. 5 minutes, and what is the competency level? Do you need to be a programmer, or do you need to be, what sort of competency level do you say?
You don't need to be a programmer.
Okay, so what do you need to know?
You need to know how to browse the website.
Okay. Okay. Any other answers? Any other answers? Anyone else who had done some sort of development of SMS based applications? Same answer. Okay, use. Any other answers? Anyone else who had created a voting application? It can be specific to a service provider. Okay, usually what happens is basically you need to know a certain amount of logic to do some sort of SMS based application. You need to at least know logical programming steps, know to write logical programming steps if you want to come up with a SMS based application. Now here today what we introduced to you is a platform which allows you to create SMS based services if you have the following, if you satisfy the following prerequisites. The first condition is you need to be a Dialog subscriber. The second condition is you need to know to access the web, which basically means if you know to use Facebook or Twitter, then you're too good to do it. That's the level of competency that we expect from you. If you know to, if you are a professional in Twitter, then of course you can actually create an SMS based service, and you can do any sort of configurations as you like. And then you need to have 5 minutes of your time. That's if you are a first time creator. But if you had already created services, I can assure you, I'll show it here, you will take about 2 minutes to create a service. You need to just go through steps where you need to click next, 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 and then you'll be done. So that's the platform that we bring, and you need to see it to believe it. We had named the platform as IdeaMart, and it's powered by Dialog. So I'll straight away go into the demonstration where in IdeaMart we have a collection of patterns. The URL of IdeaMart is, you need to type in https ideamart.dialog.lk, and if you are a Dialog subscriber, you can go and create your own account. You need to just verify your MSISD, your mobile number, and once you had verified your mobile number, you can actually log in. So let me log into the portal. Now, this is one of the accounts that we have. So when you log in, you have features like create applications. You can manage your application, you can manage your settings and view reports. So what we would do is we would start with one of the application patterns. So the collection has 4 application patterns. We have voting, channels, alert, and contact. So let's start with voting. Let's quickly create a voting application. I'll let Keren to walk through while I do the typing.
Okay. I want you all to divide into 4 groups, or you can sit here and just pick 4 people, right, who are going to be the stars, basically. Name 4 people. First 4 names will be taken, and they will give the weighting for the winners, right? So I want you all to, okay, fine, I got 1 name. Can I have 3 more names? Sudarshan. Sudarshan, okay. Malika, okay. Right? So, Indi can be number 1. Her number is, a unique code is given, that's 1. On Sudatha, number 2.
It's Sudatha, is it? Sorry.
Sudatha.
Okay.
Purnima, number 3.
Okay.
And Malika.
Am I right? Sorry, spell it for me, please. SUDATHA. All right, sorry.
And Malika, number 4.
MA.
Malika,
Is it right, Malika? All right. So what you need to do is, now the application is created. Now it has gone for management approval. So this is the point with which the application that you created goes for management approval, and based on the description, your application will be approved. So what you need to do is, if you want to vote for now,
okay, you all can get ready to assign them, basically go through the whole interface. You can start typing your SMS, right? RC star. Can you all take your mobiles out? It has to be a dialog mobile. Let's see the percentage of dialog. Okay. RC star and the number whom you want to vote.
250. What you need to do is, you need to send a text message to 7702, right? It's 7702, and if you want to vote for, and what you need to do is RC star space 1 if you want to vote for Hindi, and RC star 2 if you want to vote for RC star 3 if you want to vote for sorry and then okay, the person who gets the highest number of votes will actually walk away with a nice prize. So let's keep that for the end of the session. We'll look at the voting. I can just give you a sneak preview. Still no votes. So we have, oh no, there are votes. So let me not show the result. All right. So now that was the first pattern. So if you go into this was the first pattern, right? So if you look at IdeaMart, IdeaMart is actually a collection of patterns, and the first pattern was the voting pattern. And what I did was I created a voting instance, and it was put live immediately. Now, what I would do is I would create an alert, an application on alert pattern. Now just imagine you want to go to the Royal Tomian encounter, the cricket match, and you want to give your personalized commentaries from the ground. Right? Imagine that you want to go to the Royal Tomian and you want to give your personalized commentaries to your set of friends. If you want to do that, you can actually create a service for those 3 days, just for those 3 days. And then you can go and publish on your school's Facebook page or your batch Facebook page saying, okay, we are doing this. And then you can get a set of followers who will opt in for the service. It's an opt-in service. There's no spamming. You get their consent, they opt in for the service. So basically what you do is you create a service. Let's say I create it as RT, Royal Tomian, right? And I'll create it on 77000. That's the number. And the keyword is RT. Then you say add. You say OK. And then you move in here. Let's say I say it's Roy To. That's the name of the application. And then what you do is you say, I don't want this application to expire, so I just untick, so it is a continuous application. But if I want this application only for 3 days, I can click on it and say I want it for 3 days, if you want to do that, right? Now, here what you do is you say Roy To match score. So type this in, give a good description here, which will make it easier for the admin to approve your request. And then what you can do is, if you want to update content via SMS, Now if you add the match and if you want to update content by sending in SMS, then you tick this. And then what you can do is you can go to advanced configurations and you can make configurations here. If you click on advanced configurations, this is when the guy opts in for your services. You can give a personalized, you can say come on Royal if you are a royalist creating it. When the guy opts out of it, you can give sorry, no more coverage. So if the guy sends it, opts out of the service that you're giving. And then what you do is you configure your charging model. If you want, you can make it a per message charging application, which basically means for every message that you send out, the subscriber will be charged $250 if you go for that option. If you go for the other option where you say charging for subscription on a daily basis, which basically means he'll be charged ₹2 per day while he's subscribed to the application. Or the other option is where you go for monthly charging, where you say you charge ₹30 per month. It's up to you to decide which is more fitting. So since this is a one-time application, I'm just going to do this because I'm just going to send one message from this, which is going to be a secret message which I'll send for the set which is here. All right? So whoever who opts in will get a secret message. Okay? And then what will happen is you hit next. That's it. You just confirm, you just read what you've done, and then you confirm. Once the admin approves, what you need to do is you need to send a text message to 77000 with reg space, okay, reg space, the keyword that I created. Now this is still pending approval. Once the admin approves it, the keyword is RT. So what happens is you need to send a text message which says reg space RT. Now this can be used by a lot of people. If you are in business, you can actually do promotions using this. If you are a blogger, if you want to keep in contact with people who follow you, you can start up a service. If you are into a religious thing, and if you have a group of people who are along with you on that, then you can actually start a service for them. A daily prayer can go out. So it's up to you to come up with a concept. What we have done is we had decreased the barrier to create services, and with this you can actually launch services very fast, and you can actually use it for a few days and leave it if you don't want. We'll come to that. We'll save the best for the last. All right. So now if you had done this, there are two ways of sending content. Now, is it approved? Yes. So once the application is approved, if you go here, the application is approved. If you are on web, you can actually type in a content. So people who opted in will receive this message from here. Or else what you can do is you can actually send it from the mobile. So let's say the person has gone to the match, you do an update from the mobile. So the person who creates the service can do updates from the mobile. It will be received and sent to people who had registered in for the service. That's how it works. That's basically the second pattern. So what we had tried to do in IdeaMart is try to capture patterns, recurring patterns which are very much out there with respect to SMS services and build them into the platform. The third pattern that we have is basically the contact. With respect to contact, what happens is basically here what you do is, okay, what we would do is we would call this as a Q&A, and the idea is this. We would create a service which will allow you to text in questions. So whatever question that you want to ask us can be texted in as a text message, and we will give you specific answers as a text message. All the questions that you type in will appear on the dashboard here, real time. So whatever question that you type in will appear here. So it's Q&A, and it's, so now this can actually be used, this pattern can actually be used by even if you want to, if you run a small, even for a person who runs a small shop where you want to interact with people through SMS, the request can be all sent to this. And then you can give specific things. Or if you're a person who is into counseling sort of things, where you want person to be anonymous, they send in the text message and you can give private individual answers to people. Or if you're a radio DJ or if you're into that sort of thing, you can still use it where you ask people to send in their favorite song and it will appear in the dashboard for you. You can configure the application with a common response, or you can configure the application with a specific response. If it's a specific response, it will appear on your dashboard and you need to click answer and you can answer the specific person. So now this is the dashboard, and whatever you send in, if you send in a question, the question should be sent in this format where it will be to 77000. You would say QA space your question. When you send in a question to 77000, what will happen is the question will appear on the dashboard here. So if you go to My Applications and if you go to Questions, whatever questions that comes in will appear here, right? So that's the idea of this request show pattern. There's another pattern which is called as channel, which basically is almost like alert, but you can schedule. So it's a daily joke sort of thing can be done using that pattern, right? So let's come back to this.
Okay, let's move to the best which has been kept for the last. So how do you benefit by creating these applications? Any idea? Listening for it? Okay. Basically, you earn money out of this. Each application you create and the number of subscribers who are subscribed for your service, out of the subscription fee, you earn a portion of it. That's 70% of that particular fee. It can be 30 rupees monthly rental, or it's a 250 an SMS which a request came in. Out of that, 70% come to you, right? So go in detail. Say, assume that you have 250 subscribers who are subscribed for a daily rental, that is 2 rupees a daily rental. So into 30 days, that is 60 rupees per month, and you take 70% of the revenue. So you end up in 10,500 rupees per month. This is roughly, we are talking about 250 subscribers is around 0.00372% of Dialog's 7 million customer base. So you have such a big base that you can market it very well and get them to tie up for your content service or either request, anything. It's all in your hand to come up with a new idea and to place it here. You have a super platform where you could put your idea in place. Any questions? Fun? It's only for Dialog subscribers. Privileged to have that facility. You will be marketing your own application. Because it's your own idea. You can basically market it and get subscribers to register. I said you have 7 million customers, Dialog subscriber base. So you can reach them. Pardon? How does Dialog help a developer reach 7 million people? 7 million people. They will be marketing the IdeaMart, but that's the whole platform. Is there something like an app store where people go and see the application? So how does Dialog help? Is there directory? How do people find out about the application? Okay, this is a basic for applications which we have, like it's common. It depends on your idea. Like you have a content service like this.
I think what the question that he's asking is whether if it's going to get into an app store. As of now today, there's no app store. So basically, you would have to market your own service. So you will have to use other channels to market. So other channels can be social media, or you can use print media or any other medium to market the services that you create. So there's no direct way of marketing as of now from Dialog. As of now, no. As of now. As of today, no.
Are you just planning to have one?
Not at the moment.
They are updating on the website. They have a website.
Website will talk about the IdeaMart.
We already are. We're already showing some of the apps on the website.
Actually, IdeaMart is actually we have launched it for a small group. Like you're a privilege to have this. It's not given to everyone. It's not launched on a commercial thing. So you can just join it for experience and see how the applications are. Yeah. In terms of the revenue share,
No,
it's standard actually. You have a wide selection in terms of monthly rental, daily rental, and like even per message charging. It depends on the app. You can decide. But 250 is standard when a subscriber is requesting for it. No. Yeah. You don't need to pay anything. There's absolutely nothing. No investment at all. You earn money. URL is
https ideamart.dialog.lk.
What if you use this for news?
Sorry?
What if you use this for news alerts?
Not an issue, you can do that.
What about the new legislation that's coming?
Not that. So when you give the application description, okay, sorry. When you give the application description, you need to disclose that it's a news alert. So it will go through a special process of approval.
What about stock alerts?
That's not an issue.
It's not sure.
If you are into stocks and if you have that specialization now, if it's a specialization area of yours, you can actually have a lot of followers, especially if you can give stock tips and things like that. It's an interesting area of expertise anyway. As of now, no. You need to stick to the 4 patterns that's available. Sorry? As of now, the platform does not have an API.
So how long is the approval process?
approval process is minimum 2 working days to get your approval, but it's much faster.
What are the conditions? For the approval, what are the conditions?
You need to give clear description of the product, whatever you're trying to market, and just have the relevant information. That's it. Clear description of your service that you're providing. That has
What is your end vision or like to doing IdeaMart? What was your end goal? What was the plan?
The idea is this, like now, as of now, if you look at SMS-based services are only with IT companies or big players. Like SMS services are at that level. Now, we believe that IdeaMart is a paradigm shift which will democratize the process of service creation and allow anybody and everybody to come and create services. It happened with almost all the technologies. First of all, it started like mobile phones. It was only with the people who can afford to have a mobile phone. Then you brought in technology which was disruptive, where the mobile phones got cheaper and everybody can use it. Same for SMS services. It was at a different level. We are slowly trying to make it easier so everybody and anybody can launch a service. As of now, if you look at the current context, most of these services that are out there are either media houses or IT companies who are doing it. So we want to change that.
Do you have a limitation on the number of applications that can be activated per day?
Not really. As of now, we don't have any such limitation. You can have millions of applications as long as it's working, and as long as you can support it, it's your call. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Sorry. International SMS? No, you don't have international SMS connectivities.
Someone come up with this great idea to write a bot
Sorry?
Let's assume some bot is connected to your app and it's posting the SMS to the international gateway.
Okay, we do have enough controls for that.
I mean, how do you know it, right? The message comes from the international number, you should accept it.
No. Now this one cannot go through an international number. It should be a dialog number. It should be only dialog numbers. So it cannot be an international number anyway.
Can I go forward? Okay. This is the critical area that there's first the registration phase, because actually before going into the application creation, you have a registration which you need to have a mobile number which has to be a dialog. Then you need to enter your bank details. Based on your details what you enter only you get the money. So you have to enter the correct details. You can't ignore that part. Then create application with a SIN, pick a keyword, application name and a proper description, because if the admin need to approve, you need to give the proper description of the service you are creating, right? To admin to understand what exactly the service and to approve based on that. Once it's approved by the admin, you will receive an email on the approved application. Then you can go live, then you can get your money, basically on the month end. Okay? So did I answer your question? You need to give an account number and have all the details and the live application.
Can you move the bank details after registration? When you have an idea which you might not have the bank details?
Yes, you can actually go and edit and insert the bank details. That can be done on the platform, yes. You need to go to your profile and then you can edit bank details. But you should make sure that before the end of your first month, you have your bank details right. Because at the end of each month, we do the clearance.
So the web address is given. There's an email address. If you have any queries, any clarification, you can always email it to us, or you can SMS it to QA space whatever your question and send to 77000.
Are keywords case sensitive?
No, keywords aren't case sensitive. So we have something exciting to finish off. Who is the winner? Any guesses? What is the live base? Why do we need to give bank details when registering? Interesting questions, because we need to clear the money to you. So if you want to reply to this, now the person next can actually figure out who's getting the text message. Okay, that's to remit money you had done. Right? So you can reply to the individual, and then if you want to, so that's how you do it on this pattern. That's how you reply to messages. So you can pick individuals and answer to individual messages. Yes.
So the developer has access to this dashboard?
Yes, it's all his.
Cost to reply?
Sorry?
There's no cost to reply?
No, only for one way. And then basically, so this can actually be used in a lot of businesses. It's almost like a mini customer care, SMS-based customer care, if you really look at it from a different angle. So, and then basically if you, okay, let's go to the result. So, this is the result. So the winner is Indy.
I call
Do you all have any questions?